Dineo, Seshee, Bopape has created a new series of work for artist Mundi 9. Bopape explores notions of memory, from the personal to the collective, and ideas of materials and objects as vehicles to carrying such themes is particularly strong in this body of work. Using soil and clay from sites in Africa, the US and the UK that relate to the transatlantic and trans-Saharan slave trade, the work considers how the earth retains memories of the people who lived on it and the trauma they experienced, allowing healing to begin. The work explores themes of trauma, healing, rhythm, earth, and time through mark-making, repetition, and song. There is not a singular intention behind the work, nor is there a singular way to interpret it. To the left, upon entering the gallery, is the first room, an intimate enclosed space with washes of soil covering the walls. This soil was collected from a sacred historical site in Wales, whilst a ceremony was performed under Seshee Bopape's guidance. Use of the local material alongside the earth used elsewhere in this exhibition, both poetically and materially, connects locations across time and geography. The washes of soil appear gentle at first, but as you step closer, you can see great swathes of earth have been washed over the surface of the wall, turning it into an energetic, textural canvas. Sitting on a circular grass mat on the floor is a brick surrounded by its packaging and various objects. Accompanying it on the mat is a folded Welsh blanket with bowls of water, soil and wood ash, and to its side a further blanket as an invitation to sit in conversation with. The piece Nadir Brick in Process, Harmonic Conversions, which includes a brick sourced from the village of Nadir, Senegal, pays tribute to the legendary group of women of Nadir, who in the early 1800s enacted self-immolation, refusing to be captured into slavery, in this case the trans-Saharan Arabic slave trade. During its shipping to Cardiff, the brick travelled with a rose quartz which symbolises love. The surrounding small glass bowls each contain a different elemental force: water, mud, which connects us back to the earth on the walls, and ash from burnt wood, symbolising fire and air. The Nadir brick travelled from Dakar to the Ivory Coast, Nigeria, the Netherlands, Germany, Johannesburg, and then to London before reaching its destination here in Cardiff. Central to the presentation is a collection of close to 1,000 drawings, Master Harmonizer. Comprised of different sets, the piece is made with earth collected from several sites linked to the history of the transatlantic slave trade routes, specifically locations where Africans were trafficked, villages where captors were hosted, forests where people escaped to and through, plantations where people toiled, and rivers where stories of capture, escape, and spiritual transportation come together. Soil and clay for the drawings was collected from Ile de Gorée, Casamance in Senegal, James River in Richmond, Virginia, the Mississippi River in New Orleans, Achimota Forest, Accra and Jamestown in Ghana, and Cape Town in South Africa, each source having its own distinctive mineral colour. Drawings are installed in grids and gathered in sets, sequenced by threads with pauses. Some drawings are quite minimal, a wash of tone. Others are gestural and turbulent, the soil more heavily applied. They evoke landscapes with horizon lines, the natural hues of the earth echoing the sites it was collected from. However, collectively they recall terrain through which a journey is made, energetic seascapes made from textural flows of earth. Bopape has spoken about drawing inspiration for this body of work from both being at sea and surrounded by water, but also from Gordon scars. Gordon was an enslaved man who travelled 80 miles on foot to escape his enslavement. A photograph taken of his back, heavily scarred from brutal whippings and beatings, became one of the most impactful images of the reality of slavery and inspired a great deal of change. Walking through these immersive drawings, we are enticed onward by sound, arriving at the final room, which mirrors the space containing the Nadir brick in its installation. This space also has walls covered in a wash of soil, this time taken from the confluence of the rivers Severn and Avon. Similar to the sculpture, on the floor are woven grass mats and a folded Welsh blanket, upon which sits a music player highly decorated with seashells, diamante gems and glitter. This configuration sits alongside another Welsh blanket, presenting an invitation to sit level with and as an equal to the soundpiece that resonates in the space. The boombox plays two songs, collectively called Gorée Song Thobela, harmonic conversions. The first developed from an impromptu music session with 2K Kemason Konute, a musician with a studio stationed at Gorée Island. The second from a collaboration with a South African musician, Tlokwe Sahume, the words being a prayer of love and a calling of gratitude to the nature spirits in all that supports life, the oceans and life within, the wisdom of music, the forests, breath, earth, and sky. In sitting with this work, we bring ourselves, our presence, our histories, and our own ancestors into this conversation to bless and to heal. Bopape's use of material, image, and sound connects across generations and locations, time, history, and place, but also to environment and the earth itself.